Alright, we are on the Karama Range Road. We are hunting down our next waterfall, that's pretty, which is Blencoe Falls and Herbert River Falls. So Blencoe Falls falls in a national park section, and I think Herbert River Falls is on a station. So we will need to probably get in contact with the station to go and check them out at some point in time. So we've been driving for about, what is it, 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours.
About 2 hours or so. We've got another 2 hours, just over 2 hours to go. 2 hours to go, 80 kilometers. So that is very slow going. We are on the windiest of gravel roads going up the Karama Range. It's pretty epic, but not very fast moving. So this is a very chill day for us. So yeah, enjoy. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much. The wild boars. Look at the little bastards.
Oh my gosh, does that mean there's a big one?
Probably, yeah. Come on, get off the road. Get off the road, go left.
That's it. Oh my god! I'm just waiting for Mama to come roaring down.
It's the north tip of Hinchinbrook Island. That's it there.
So nice. Oh! This is long grass, people. Long grass. Do you know what comes out of long grass? Nothing good. Windows up. It's getting a bit tighter now. Oh God. What's the problem?
So first major issue for the trip has come to light. We have driven to Blencoe Falls National Park. We were meant to drive through Blencoe Falls and camp about 40 k's further north still. But we stopped to let our tires down because the road got quite wet and slick. It's all gravel that's kind of turned to red dirt and gets quite slippery. And once we recommenced that, we started hearing a dong, 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 dong. It sounded like a stone in the brake pads, or where the brake rotors are. Carried on, tried wriggling it out, shaking it, then pulled up to a stop, maybe I don't know, K if that. Past that, looked out, and the pin for the brake caliper, so your brake caliper comes in like this, and then the pin that kind of comes through there to hold them together, one of them, the pin for the pin has come off, and so the pin for the brake caliper is stuck against the rim of the wheel rim, and it's making a noise. So I think there's a bit of a misalignment with the brake caliper, so I'm going to pull the wheel off, have a look, and hopefully fix it. But we need to find a new pin for the pin, which we're not going to do here, so I might have to put it back in, and then it might wriggle itself free at some point. So hopefully not until we hit the next sort of town we can buy something.
While Gordon's doing that, I'm making us some snacks, the most important thing, and he's just put my hat on my head. Right.
Thanks Dad for the extra piece on the jack kit. Makes life a hell of a lot easier. So it's this little fella in here. Brake, caliper, pin, making a noise as we drive. And every time we turn, it moves a bit and hits the wheels. So lucky that didn't pop all the way out, do more damage. Anyway, it's time to get these off. Here is our culprit. And I don't know if you can see, but she is quite bent and quite stuck. So I'm gonna have to try and maybe plier it out. I was hoping to just maybe knock it back in. There you go, look at that. Q airs, bro. See Caitlin in the background checking it out, supervising. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can just tap that back in or re-straighten it or do something along those lines, or hopefully I'll just take it out and maybe it just stays. Hopefully the bottom one keeps it in and we get to the nearest town and try and find another one. Anyway, here we go. Got it. Look at that. That is not good. So maybe try and straighten it somehow, or hopefully the bottom one holds it. Oh, it's an ant's nest there. I'm pretty much done, I think. Can't believe that worked. That's pretty much straight, isn't it?
It is. Epic!
I could use your bobby pin. Ooh. It's through.
Woohoo! That's epic. But you need something to keep in place,
yeah,
right?
Bobby pin or
safety pin?
Safety pin?
Would it? Because I can clip.
Oh, might be a bit soft, but it's at least something. Do you have any bobby
Yes,
pin,
I'll get
pin?
some.
So you can see here the pin is back in, and down the bottom, let me see, where is it, come on, come into focus. Where's the other thing? I've gone too far. Here we go. So okay, now you can see its bottom brother has this pin underneath, so that's what was lost, hence why this guy came out, and you see how easily that moves in and out. So that's why that came loose essentially. So we've got a couple of options to try and use as a pin. We've got a, what are these, safety pin?
Safety pin. Safety
pin potentially, and we're going to hunt for a couple other things and hopefully it works. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, so good old bush mechanic situation going on right now. So we've gone with the bobby pin. It is going to have to do for now, and hopefully that will just hold. I don't think it will get in the way of anything because it's just sitting there. So alright, rest in peace old bobby pin. I don't know if you can see that very easily, but I've just cut and mangled it a little bit, and that should not hopefully go anywhere now. Might have to get something a bit stronger.
Go now.
Gotta say thanks to the old man again for the lending of these vice grips. They came in super handy for bashing the pin on a rock.
We have finally picked a campsite and we're staying. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember the name. It's been such a long day. But we're here. Gordon's gone for a little adventure. I don't know if you can see him. He's just coming through the trees. There he is. Little wonder boy. Always loves to go for a little explore. So we've got our campsite for the night. Where are we?
Blencoe Falls National Park, or Blencoe National Park, one of those.
Car tire is fixed for now. I think we're just gonna cook up some dinner.
First we're gonna go and get a drone shot of the river while we've still got sunlight. It looks sick.
Then we're gonna cook some dinner.
Then we'll cook some dinner. Good morning, afternoon and evening from wherever you are, and welcome back to another season of waterfall hunting. I'm your host Gordon with your co-host Caitlin, and we'll be taking you to the wateriest waterfalls across the region. So before we get started today, I'll cross over to Caitlin to touch base with how and what's been going on since you last saw us. Morning Caitlin, how are you today?
Good morning. What do you want me to say? It's just not stopped raining. And no, it's been good. We're
Forever the optimist. It's not stopped raining, but it's been good. Don't we love that?
What are we doing? Yes. I just need a coffee. I can't talk until I've had a coffee.
And that is the truth of the matter in the world. And now we're gonna have our coffee and we'll see you for our first waterfall. Where are we? We're at Blencoe Falls. How's that?
Good.
Much better? Better. How is this coffee? Ding. And this view? Absolutely epic. With some shortbread as our breakfast option. Thanks, Mother Dearest. We're gonna have to put in another order. That's our last container.
Yeah, we've smashed them.
I know, they're so good.
Very good.
Anyway, the view again. So, to get the geography correct on this, we might have to elaborate a bit later, but Blencoe Falls is over there. You'll see that shortly. Don't know if that's Blencoe River. We'll put the actual river up there, and then that's Blencoe Gorge, we're going to call it. It's epic. So anyway, we're going to have our coffee, and then we're going to go down and check the waterfalls out. See you in a bit. One thing we've noticed is that the scrub here is a bit different to what we've been used to. You can kind of see a more sort of pine foresty than general Aussie sort of gum tree bush. I think we saw on the sign back there that it was hoop pine is the tree. So that one's probably the easiest one to see. But they're all scattered all across the landscape there, which makes it really interesting to see, especially from an Australian point of view. Another thing we found out is that there is a walk to the falls, and it is part of the Great Walk. You just check the maps before. The only issue is that it's at the top of the waterfalls. So we'd have to drive about 5 k's back out here and then back around past our camp and back to the top of the waterfall. So we're debating now whether we do that. I don't know how long the walk is. We're gonna find that out, and then we'll see if we do that. But which walk?
That walk.
To the waterfall.
Yeah.
2.5 k to, is that one way? So it's probably there and back. Are we gonna do the walk, or are we just gonna carry on? We're gonna carry on. So next falls are gonna be Tully Falls. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna get there shortly. So since we've been standing here for the last 20 minutes just taking it all in, I think we've decided that we're upgrading this waterfall to a 4.9, and potentially, well, I think so, it's topping our list. Wallaman Falls was epic just because it's a sheer drop and you get to walk down to the bottom. If we could walk down to the bottom of this and stand in those pools down there, I think we'd give it a 5, but the walk goes to the top of the falls and we're not abseiling down there. It is just epic, and because of the drive in yesterday and the remoteness of this one, we've upgraded it. That was what, 4-hour drive in through some pretty hectic mountain passes at the Kurrama Range Road, and then down into the valley, and then Blencoe Falls Bush Camp was super remote, even though there was a couple of people there. It's very, very out of the way. And then the gorge that goes up that way where we had our coffee is epic. So all in all, 4.9 out of 5, hey?
Yeah.
As you can tell, Caitlin probably needs a second coffee
No,
this morning.
I was just thinking, oh, maybe like a 4.8.
4.8. Well, 4.8, 4.9 potato time.
Anyways, it's pretty high up.
It's pretty high. And the sun keeps playing with the clouds and casting various shadows.
Be a good photo right now.
Over the falls, just look at that. Just appreciate it. Anyway, I think it's time for us to unfortunately and sadly skedaddle. We've got about, I don't know, we have to check the map. We'll see at the map, because I want to show you the distances between these waterfalls, just to put everything into perspective. See you in a bit. Pretty epic. I thought we were going to go further. Caitlin's got the hiccups. I thought we were going to go closer down. Oh, I got to find me. Closer down to the falls, but so it's just a lookout, just a plain old lookout. But look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops with the big donkey up the top there.
It's pretty epic.
It's nice. It's very nice.
What do you rate this one?
Oh. So 4 out of 5, just because we can't get there. Be a 5 out of 5 if we get down. I think part of the Great Walk, though, there is a great walk through this region called the Wet Tropics Great Walk. I think you get closer, or you get near some rapids. I'm not sure, but yeah, 4 out of 5, strong 4 out of 5. Oh yeah, I'll stick with 4. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent one.
Hey, the rock wallaby.
What?
Yeah, so like I said, just show you on the map what's going on with all these different waterfall situations. So hopefully you'll be able to see this. So we are here at Blencoe Falls. Well, technically down here at Blencoe Falls. So what we've done, if we zoom out, we have come from where this red squiggle is. So that's where we started at Paluma for Jarama Falls. We have driven all the way up and actually come into Mount Fox. That's where Raspberry Falls was. Come back up, out this way, back to Wallaman. And we've come back out to Wallaman. We've come back in this way, coming up through Kennedy. And then we've actually come through Kennedy this way, through this range here to Blencoe. And now we're going to come up, all the way up through here, back into this region where Tully Falls are. And then we're going to continue up and zigzag Mount Bartle Frere there, Atherton through there, and then up into Cairns. And all that is probably about, I don't know, what's that, about 500? We've done 300 Ks from Paluma, so that's about, it's going to be about 600 Ks all up, maybe 700. So there's quite a bit of a distance to cover through to get through these, so we're zigzagging the whole way. So anyway, we'll see you at Tully, unless Caitlin decides something else. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, that's right, I'm in charge. I'm
Alright,
the boss.
ciao.
Where are we
no, sorry. Millstream waterfall on the way to Tully Falls. It's a nice shower, nice cascade, very wide cliff face, bit of water coming down, lovely pool, bit of a rainbow.
What do you rate it?
Out of 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Or 2.5, 2.5. 2.5. A lot of other people here, bit of a potholy road, not far off the A1. There's a house just up there.
Mwah. We look like
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies. It has been absolutely pouring for how long?
I don't know, about 12 hours of rain. Oh, look at the view. This is another one.
We're not having any luck with this weather at the moment. And every gorge and waterfall we come to, is cloudy and misty and I can't see a thing. So this is the view of Tully Gorge. I'm freezing.
And it's wet, it's very wet. So there's no waterfall. So Tully Gorge used to be a hectic waterfall, but it's now a hydroelectric scheme that was built in the 1950s. So the waterfall is pretty much Zippo these days because of that, which is where we camped last night actually. The Kumbalumba Dam is where they capture the water and that feeds through the hydroelectric portals, or what are they called? Power stations, I think is the term for it. So it's just a big rock face, really, and then they'll just let out a bit of a trickle of water whenever they need to. So that's why it's a gorge and not a waterfall. I'm a little bit confused because Caitlin was like, let's go to the waterfall. I'm like, let's go to the gorge. They're like, where we go? And there it is. So, not a lot happening right now. Like show you. You meant to look unimpressed, not happy. You can't do that, can you?
Let's go get coffee.
Oh, she's got the giggles. I didn't hear that. What are we doing?
I can't. We're gonna go get coffee.
Because of the shit time we've had, we're allowing ourselves a coffee from a cafe.
Woo!
Bougie. Oh, are you wanting a kiss?
Yeah. Coffee, coffee, coffee!
Coffee,
in
coffee,
a warm
coffee.
cafe.
Wherever that
I'm
is.
so excited.
Wherever that is.
Look guys, it's just the little things. When you've been living in the rain for a week in a tent and a car and everything's wet, just a coffee in a cafe just sounds really bloody good.
That it does. Right, so we have just had our beautiful cafe and coffee situation at a little cafe in Ravenshoe, and now we're off to Queensland's highest road. Kale's in the driver's seat. Plan is for her to drive onto the road and then for me to drive off, so we both can say we've driven on Queensland's highest road. Weather is still miserable. and we checked the forecast, and literally everywhere, pretty much everywhere within like, I don't know, 60-kilometer radius of us has shite weather for the next week. So the plan is, after we've driven the highest road, we're going to head into Cairns. Caitlin's got to pick up her rug that is now in the post box, and then we're going to have to figure something out from there. So we'll keep you posted and see what happens. Anyway, on to the highest of highest roads. This is it, highest road in Queensland. How do you feel? I feel pretty lofty, to be honest.
Lofty?
Apparently, according to the Garmin watch, we're at over 1100 meters, and it is a plain as you go, simple road. Nothing special besides just a mark on the map and mist everywhere. So we're gonna try to pull over, get a photo, mark it as a mems. We'll pull over, get a photo, mark it as a mems, and then, oh, wait, there it is, there's a sign. Queensland's highest road. Woo! This is what it looks like today, everyone. Now we're going downhill. There's a car right up our arse. And let me fix this. There's a car right up our arse, and there's not really anywhere. Oh, pull over here. Yeah, we're pulling over. Whoa, watch the side. Look at how bad the weather is. Oh, so we've done it. We've just driven the highest road in Queensland. How do you feel?
The same.
Well, the exact same, absolutely the exact same. We are actually, now that we think about it, it makes a lot of sense to say this out loud. We are the highest vehicle in Queensland as of this moment. Well, except for that guy. Now we are. Oh, right. Anyway, we're gonna have a photo, and then we're gonna head into Cairns, because look at that. Doesn't that just inspire you to get out and see the great outdoors? It is absolutely terrible, and that is why we don't have any nice drone shots of that beautiful high road, because it would get waterlogged, and we don't want that.
No.
Okay, cool, see you in a bit, bye.
This is the crater, and that apparently has freshwater shrimp in it.
It's 73 meters deep.
Yep.
Where we're standing to the cliffs are 130 meters. The lake is 73 meters deep. Hasn't been disturbed with water, just fills up when it rains, must leak somewhere. It's got shrimp that potentially found nowhere else in the world.
Interesting.
Very narrow temperature range of 17.2 to 17.2 to 17.5 degrees Celsius. And you got to watch your children closely at all times. So fortunately, I've got Caitlin on a leash. Come here, girl.
He thinks it's so funny. Hey, Gwen! Your shoes are.
I clean them.
So wet. My short shorts. That's right on my bum.
Ooh, I have short shorts. I have short shorts. We have short shorts.
My gosh, people.
What an interesting place to live.